Yo, YouTubers, Anarchist Darkness, also known as Sir Killington of Coast Truck, also known as Johnny Bra, also known as Johnny X, all these fucking names. I want to talk with you guys about Breonna Taylor and her killers, the justice she will receive, and more than likely the justice she won't receive. We're on Twitter and we remind people every day that her killers are still at large. They're still outside, probably working, doing whatever. They probably haven't even been reprimanded. They probably haven't even been in trouble. And I don't want you guys to give your hopes up. More than likely, they're not going to be charged. They're more than likely. And I'm not saying that from a pessimistic point of view. I'm saying that because, as you guys, some of you guys know, I'm an MP and I've always wanted to be a cop, trained to be a cop. And then I was like, you know what? This is not for me. Guys, look, what happened with her was a police operation, okay? The police don't just decide one day they're going to knock down somebody's door and because they got drugs in there. Those police officers, and I'm not taking their side now, those police officers were failed. Those police officers were part of an operation, and in this operation, obviously, an operation simply, this is how it usually goes. It's a chain of command, right? It comes from the top all the way to the bottom. The operating officers are like the soldiers, or rather the puppets, essentially, right? The people at the top are the puppet masters. Those soldiers, those cops, I say soldiers, those cops, I was also in the military. Those cops, again, were failed by their chain of command. They were sent there and they shouldn't have been there. And then when you add that with the fact that they were that they got shot at, adds to the heightened awareness, I guess you can say, of the situation. Adds to the situation, adds to the already wiry part of the situation. These guys are going in there armed. They're kicking in the door. They're going in there probably expecting to be attacked because the person they were looking for probably is aggressive. That's part of the reason why people get fucking warrants like that. So they were probably expecting that, and then they got fired at. So they probably thought what was going on was righteous. And again, they were failed by their chain of command. So if you were put them men in jail, the ones who killed Breonna Taylor, if you were to put them in jail, you also have to put the people who are above them. You have to fire those people. You got to put those people, you got to put them out of business as well, because they failed the men. Again, we all know that they were in the wrong spot, right? They didn't know that they were in the wrong spot. They didn't say, oh, we're in the wrong spot, man, let's do this shit anyway. You know, they thought they were in the right spot. They got fired at. Thank God the boyfriend lived to tell the tale. It's fucked up that Breonna is fucking dead. But here's the thing. The boyfriend is probably going to end up with a shitload of money for that situation because he was traumatized by it. They tried to charge him for some bogus shit. So the boyfriend's probably going to make off nicely. Breonna's family is probably going to make off nicely. And obviously, money can't pay for the life of the people you're with. Obviously, money can't pay for that life. That's the justice she's more than likely going to receive, but she's not going to receive more than likely those police officers are not going to go to prison. Maybe fired, reprimanded, losing pay, things of that nature. They might do that. But again, if you punish those guys, you got to punish everybody who sent them there in the first place. It's great that they got rid of the no-knock warrant. It's great that they got rid of that shit. But it's also a bad thing within itself. But that's a whole nother conversation. Because it puts officers in jeopardy. So let's say they serve a warrant and they have to announce themselves. They have to announce themselves, and like it could be just a 0.2 seconds. They have to announce themselves and then fucking knock your fucking door open. in that 2 seconds, if somebody has a gun behind that door, those people are gonna start busting at the door. And if they hear police and they want to hurt police, more than likely those police officers are gonna get hurt. But that's the name of the job. You signed up to do that job. That you don't have to do that job. No one has to do that job. So that's part of the reason why that's a bad thing, but it's also a good thing, because then it eliminates people like Breonna Taylor from being fucking murdered in her fucking bed, in her fucking sleep. So again, guys, she's probably not going to get justice, and it's sad and it pisses me off, but I'm just letting you guys know. I don't want you guys to be real like upset. I just want to prepare you for the fact that it's the same thing with like whenever we get a verdict where a cop had, quote unquote, had the right, was righteous in the fact that they fucking killed this person, you know. I just want you guys to know that, like, more than likely that she's not going to get a conviction. The cops are not going to get, they might not even be charged, to be honest. They're more than, again, if you charge them, you're going to have to deal with everybody in that chain of command. You can't just get those guys. You got to get everybody, you know, because they were sent to the wrong spot. They were put in the wrong spot, and they operate like they're in the military. And in the military, if this same situation happens across seas, they're more than likely not going to put the soldiers in Leavenworth. They're more than likely going to put the soldier. Wait a minute now. Nah, I mean, the rules of engagement is different over there, but yeah, but more than likely the officer who sent the soldiers, and that was their operation and that was their responsibility, they are going to be reprimanded. They're going to get either bust down or reassigned somewhere else or whatever. They're going to get punished for what they did for years to come. But again, I don't want you guys, I'm saying this because I don't want you guys to be upset, because we're all going to be upset when it happens, but I'm just warning you as to why it's going to happen. Because like a lot of times a police officer kills somebody and they did it at their own will. This situation, there were too many circumstances, accentuating circumstances that caused what happened to happen. Anyway, that's enough for the video. Hopefully I can get this video uploaded within the next 10 minutes. Have a good one.